Hey friends, welcome to the Damage Step Gaming YouTube channel. My name is Colby. I've made it to 20th place over at the Knoxville Regional playing Fairy Tale. Really excited for this deck. It was a very weird choice, I believe, but it actually definitely has a lot of potential going into really each and every format that we've been kind of testing for, even like a future one. So let's just, hop into it. We'll do shout outs at the end. And if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to respond in the comments. Thank you. So starting out, we start with 3 Fairy Tale Lunas. Not once per turn. It searches a 1850 spellcaster. Great starter, 1 card starter. To be honest, it's probably one of the main things that we need. The other thing that we love about this card is also a quick effect to bounce a card. The only downside to it is if they play multiple, they can actually negate the effect by sending the same card from their deck or extra deck. On top of that, we only played 2 of these little pink ladies, Magic Guru. This is a search for the field spell, whatever fairy tale spell you need. It also can change a name on your opponent's monster. That's not a quick effect, it's just an ignition. It helps you kind of get into your opponent's boards a little bit better, as long as the search actually goes off. Other than that, great card. It can also if you do it from a hand, it's great. If you can do it also from a grave, it's fine. However, you can only do one of the others. You can't do both on the same turn. Played just as an extender, you have Ginny of the Ring here. Great card. Can actually recycle itself if it gets banished, which is like one of the reasons why I enjoyed playing Snow in this deck, which you'll see later. It just gives you recursion. You'll see another card I'm playing later, which a lot of people should be playing, which I think a lot of people are playing. Speaking of Snow, here's the Snow. This card, again, banish 7 for cost, field, hand, grave, and special summon it, then on summon, it will book one of your opponent's monsters. I played a small Magistus engine on top of this. This is pretty much just the bread and butter, like what I'm getting into like some of your other combos. This is actually also a 1 card combo into your fairy tale stuff. Again, this gets you everything you need. It works out. There's a tech in this where you're able to bounce Crowley back to your hand from the field, just so you can activate Crowley just special fuse with field or hand as well. Spenta is just there to search it. We played some Witchcrafter cards. Also, another Magistus card. Sora is a 1 card starter. I hated seeing this usually in my hand. That just meant my hand was a lot weaker. That's fine. It just, normal summon it, target itself, equipped. Probably do an Artemis search, Spenta search, Crowley, go from there. This adds you your Witchcrafter spell, Lacrima of Light, and this just copies the effect of Lacrima of Light in your grave. I love special summoning spellcasters. Now we're out to the hand traps. I know that was like kind of like a small engine, but overall, like, it does everything you need to. You got to play 3 Fu in this format. I think Frulia is a little weak. Meows is unplayable. On top of that, we play 3 Ash, 2 Bell, 2 Ogre. Ogre only came up once for me, and that was just because someone made IP. That was literally it. And then the bane of my existence, it's Droll and Lockbird. Hate this card. It's a necessity. Every deck searches. You can play underneath it, kind of, depending on how strong your hand is. If it's not that great, good luck. You're probably losing. Now, off to spells. We got 2 Lacrima of Light, 1 Fairy Tales of the Fairy Tales, 1 Once Upon a Fairy Tale, then 2 Fairy Tale Ball. Ball is your field spell. Ball on activation. You get to search a Fairy Tale monster or Fairy Tale Tales. I don't play that card. I don't think it's good. I don't think you need it. Once Upon a Fairy Tale, if it's banished or sent by card effects, you can actually just reset it. This actually can get belled, and then if it gets belled, it goes as a grave because of a card effect, and then it gets reset. It's cool. If this is reset, you cannot activate it unless you control a fairy tale, by the way. Fairy Tales of the Tales. This card's cracked. It's a fusion. If one of your opponent's monsters is called Prince of the Fairies because of Machigiru or your field spell, you can actually use it as a board wipe. Also, fun fact about Fairy Tale Ball, this can make your Fairy Tales be able to swing directly. Love it. It's great. Fantastic. Lacrima of Light. Really, if your opponent ends up specialing or activating a monster effect, this will special a Magistus monster from your hand or deck. This can get you into Crowley. This can get you into Zorora. This can just create like a small wall with Liliona. Honestly, go of a card. Jenny is the better one. Jenny is the homie. And not enough board wipes. You got to play Super Poly. I'm so sorry. Kill Tune is a little oppressive. It's fine. It's not fun, but this into Theseus or this into a branded board or this into really any board. If you've changed their name to Prince of Fairies, you can Super Poly using one of your Fairy Tale cards and Prince of Fairies, and you just full send after that. It's great. Two droplets. Not entirely sure why I only played two. I think I just couldn't find my third copy, but it only came up once. It didn't affect the game, but it was good. One talent, one called by, one instant fusion. This can be a combo piece. This can literally get you what you need right off the bat. Called by just for interaction. So if I get drolled or something like that, whatever. Talents is just for either I need to draw two or I need to rip a card. Or at one point I did take a Crystal Wing and just OTK somebody. It was great. All right, on to the extract. We got two Teller of the Fairy Tales. I'm not entirely sure why my camera flipped, but it is what it is. What this does, when it's fused with Prince of the Fairies, whether it's your opponent's cards, your cards, whatever, it destroys as many cards as your opponent controls as possible. It is also a Omni Negate. It's good. It's fantastic. Play one Weaver. What Weaver is going to do is going to special summon from Banish or your deck a Fairy Tale monster. It works out. It's an ignition effect. That's the only downside to it. However, it will also, when you are special summoning a monster that is not a Earth Fairy Tale monster, it will target negate a monster effect, and it will also change its name to Prince of the Fairies. Magistus Trozo, it's a great card. Blocks and negates an attack, gains the attack until the end of the turn. I had to use this once just to actually get over a Dogma. That was hard, but it is what it is. One of these Aura Magistus, will not say that last name. It's a monster negate. You have to send a Magistus. It can also do itself. You'll lose a body for it, but sometimes that's what you have to do. One Invoke Mechaba. I love that Crowley is also called Alistair the Invoker. This card came up pretty heavily. Love it. Great negate. Super Poly targets. That's right. You got the Theseus, you got the Garua, and the Mud Dragon. Any matchup, some matchups, cool too. You gotta be ready for a deck that plays 22 hand traps. You play only two Artemis. You play one Endymion, the Crescent Magistus. This is just how you bounce back your Crowley on your opponent's turn. It's fun. It's exciting. I love the fact that you can do that. I won't lie, there was at one point I kind of forgot about that effect until my opponent's like third turn, but it works, whatever. Summon Sword, cards, it's busted. I'll put a Jenny on my opponent's field and kind of just made like the Link 4, the Charmer Quartet afterwards, and ended up winning the game because I was going against Sky Tracker and he didn't have a way to get rid of the main monster zone. And then my favorite little cutie, that's right, is Wicap. It's a common, pretty. What this card does, it's a dump 2, well, dump up to 2, add up to 2, or dump up to 2. It's great. Card's crazy. You can also send a light fairy tale from your field, special this out, and then that's how you can also get a monster negator. And also dodge some stuff. It's kind of good. Kind of good. Alright, now you can judge me for the sideboard. That's fine. I'll keep you on some simple stuff. 3 Perulia. Thank you, Zach, for letting me borrow your secrets. It was fantastic. Thank you. I love going second cards. Again, we play a Duster and then 3 Book of Eclipse. Again, this is for Coltoon. This didn't do anything else for any other matchup. And then even for Coltoon, I lost because he had Ash, Zalin, and then still had 4 hinge ups to follow up with. It is what it is. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. I hate Shifter, but this card's fine. You can operate underneath it. You can operate under Shifter for the most part. This deck can utilize this pretty well. Again, this stops Coltoon. This also stops some branded plays. Not a whole lot of them, but it does. Stops Droplet if they try to send a monster, but, you know, that's what works. Again, this is just a going first deck. Also, because Floodgates, Secret Village, and Spellcasters, I have a way of searching it, but I have to open it. But this is insane. Just, again, your opponent can't play sometimes. Sky Tracker can't play. We play 1 Judgment. I don't have accusations, or this would be an accusation. Rivalry Warlords. Everything I have is Spellcasters. Coltoon can't play. Branded has trouble with this card. You know, it is what it is. This is just what it is. And then the Spice is the one of Cosmo Queen, the Queen of Prayers. When a field spell is activated, you can special summon this card from your hand, pop that field spell, add another field spell. So this, if you pop Fairy Tale Ball, if you don't need it, cool, great. Now you just get Secret Village as Spellcasters. You're happy, goaded. It's a feel great moment. I honestly, this might just be copium, but it's a retrain of my favorite card, so I can't complain. That was pretty much it for the deck profile. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll do our shout outs right now. Shout out to Smart TCG. That's my company. I absolutely love being able to provide products and everything else for people like field centers and everything else. And it does make me insanely happy to be able to have an impact on the community in some ways. On top of that, big shout outs to Brandon Freeman, Chris Howell, the 2 goats for running, and Chris for running DSG, and then also Brandon for helping me with some deck choices and a few other things, just kind of keeping in check with me. Big shout out to all the boys there for being such a good crew and always wanting to be a good year and always getting cheered. With that, also shout out to Green Village, shout out to them for helping. Also shout out to Saul Aegis, Patrick Coben, and Brian. I do appreciate you guys again for always supporting me and good friends. Thank y'all for always doing everything that you do. Thank you. Bye guys.